survival, and today I wanted to show you guys how to make a fire with, you guys may have seen these at Walmart. They cost about $6. It's a magnesium flint, and there's a really simple way and there's a really hard way to start a fire with these, and I'm going to explain it to you today. Alright? So, the first thing that you're going to need is some kind of ignition source. So, I'm going to be using some birch bark here, and I'm just going to try to take off the dead hanging stuff, just for the well-being of this tree. I'm sorry if it sounds windy on the camera. I don't know if it will or not, but it's a little bit of a windy day, and I think a raindrop just hit me. So, probably on a little bit of a timed video, but it won't be bad. Alright, so I'm just going to get a little bit of birch bark. If you were to actually do start a real fire out in the wild, you would want to get more birch bark than you see that I grabbed. But just because of the weather today and the fact that it's actually raining, sprinkling, I'm going to try to get this video done with really quick and explain to you guys really well, okay? That's all for now. One of the important things you guys need are some twigs and some branches, or just some kind of small kindling. So I'm just on a pine tree out here, and pine trees are really good for getting twigs because the lower branches oftentimes are dead to begin with, because they can't get any sunlight, and most of the water and nutrition is up on the top of the tree, while the sticks on the bottom are not taken care of. So, also, you can get a good amount in a reasonably decent amount of time. So this is enough for just the video I'm going to show you. It's pretty windy today, but you're going to try to find yourself a piece of bark, whatever it be. It could even be a little bit of, there's like a crow making some weird noises. Anyways, it could be a piece of birch bark here, or even a piece of pine bark. The bark that this is the bark that you're gonna be scraping the shavings of the magnesium onto. Kind of a wind gust coming through. So you're gonna need a bigger piece of bark, and then you're gonna want your tinder and your small twigs. So another thing you can do in prep is to take your tinder and just kind of make it into a finer form. I just kind of rub it around in my hands. This is birch bark; it'll light pretty easily. Alright, so there's that. About the whole windbreak thing, it is pretty important because these little flakes that you're scraping off will fly off. So I just want to make sure that you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. There we go. When you get these now, you get this little bar here. You can see this bar sucks. It does absolutely nothing. I keep it on there just so I can show you guys, and this is my practice flint. But as you can see, not much spark. It doesn't scrape off magnesium for its life. The bar is worthless. Okay, so forget about the bar. Get yourself a pocket knife. And another thing I see people doing is they scrape this edge here, which is not the right edge, because you're going to get about 1/3 the flakes, rather than if you're scraping on the side. You're going to get more surface area, more flakes. So you're going to scrape the flakes off of the side, okay? And you start to see some of them starting to pile up. The better knife, the sharper the knife, obviously you'll get more. And you're just going to keep doing that until you get about a nickel. Even a dime would work. Basically, the more magnesium you get, the bigger the pile, the longer it will burn when you light it right away. But if you're fast enough, you can do it with a reasonably small pile of magnesium. So I'm just going to keep scraping here for a little bit, and I'll just show you guys what it looks like when I'm finished. So. Bit of a little update for you guys. This knife was a little bit dull, so I just went and grabbed a pocket knife, which is a little bit sharper. The sharper the knife, the better the shavings. So, okay guys, like I said, I got my tinder, I got my magnesium on here. Here comes a wind gust, real light one. Just trying to keep them on here though. You have to be real careful. I mean, if you're out in the wild and it's windy, you should probably try to make sure that you have this kind of in a little hole where it doesn't see a lot of wind. How you use the flint itself, wow, that was smooth. I'm just going to move this over, is you're going to put your knife, and you keep your knife in the same spot, and the magnesium you're going to move. Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Now I'm going to introduce these flakes, and you're going to want this tinder pile to be pretty close to your flakes, because as soon as your flakes go, it takes about, you get about 2 seconds of time. So I'm going to hold it in place, and it'll light. So let's try this. There you go. As you can see, there wasn't a whole lot there. Now this birch bark starts to burn, I can add in my little sticks. And there you go, you have fire. So, as easy as that. And you got yourself a nice fire. The importance of, I'm just going to put this out now. Oops. The importance of having a good knowledge of how to create a fire out here is, I could sit here and not know anything about this. And I could sit here and I could use this flint over and over and over. I'm going to waste my resource. One of the main things you're going to need out there is fire. So, the best way is to be prepared to know your stuff about it. You know, if I went out into the wild, I never tried it before, I sat there forever scraping off the magnesium with this stupid bar, and I couldn't get any, I mean, let's compare here. Here's the bar, sparks. That's it. Okay, now it's pushing hard compared to a knife. Also ease, you don't want to burn too many calories compared to, you know, sitting there and chiseling away at that magnesium block all day. So it was it's a very easy way of making a fire. I put it out as you can see now. But if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave us a comment. You want us to show you something in depth more, we sure can do it.